of his statements.
Well, they
Most
never
people don't
they,
even
they they never do that. They're never going
most
to
people
do
don't even
that.
have the time
That because
to
the
listen to him.
mainstream media doesn't do the
Yeah,
full time. Mainstream media, I worked in it for a while. Oh wow, they're messing with my streams. Mm, mm, mm.
I told you stranger things, Dr. Short.
Yeah, my stream kept cutting off and finally just yanked the whole thing out. And by the way, you won't believe it. After all was said and done, it said I had 3,000 views. Are you understand? You understand what's going on here, right, Doc?
Yeah,
I hope you get it. Uh, People think that this. I want to ask you, what are you thinking about? What's her name? Candace Owens.
oh, Dr. Short, I'm one of them people. I've never really listened to Candace Owens. Usually, I try to give anybody the benefit of the doubt, and I listen to their whole broadcast. I believe that a lot of times Candace Owens, she has a lot of people triggered. She triggers people. Um,
Well, that's her job
because
to trigger people.
yeah, and that's her job to do.
Hmm.
I think that when you look at Candace Owens' background, and some people talk about when she needed the NAACP's help, about what happened to her, about some racial
Hmm.
stuff, people don't understand. Excuse my language, Dr. Short. You never heard me talk like this. That's the NAACP's fucking job to help black people.
I don't know. I don't think the NAACP's job is to help
Now
black
they don't
people.
do it.
The
They definitely
NAACP's
don't do it.
job is to help colored people.
Yeah, colored people.
Okay, so
So
the NAACP is a the NAACP is conflicted. It has always been conflicted, and it was started by it's not a black organization.
and I and we dealing with
I wish people would.
and dealing with Candace, Dr. Short. No, she's been making her rounds media, and you hear a lot of these people who are black who say they're Democrat. Everybody always say, "Oh, I want a debater. I want a debater. I wish she'd come on my show and debate her." I believe Candace will run circles around most people. Really, when
I
you think
think that
about it.
Candace Owens would not run circles around people that first and foremost, have you ever met? I've met Candace Owens. I didn't get the feeling that Candace Owens was comfortable around black people.
Mm.
My feeling is that Candace Owens has handlers and all that. I mean, you gave her Charlemagne the God. Why not let some other people talk? Okay. And by the way, you heard she got fired by what's that?
Yeah,
She look. I'm not saying that a lot of stuff she says. Some of it, I, I can hear her, but a lot of it, who's her brain? How do you make a mistake of saying that what Hitler wanted to do for Germany was fine? He wanted to take it everywhere. I mean, who told you that? I mean, what was fine with Hitler? Basically, the Nazis killed 1 million Germans. 1 million Germans were killed by the Nazis. So she's saying, was that good for Germany? Was that good? The 300,000 people that were euthanized, the people that were sterilized, um, the blacks that were destroyed. She, she's, she's, she isn't. I know a lot of people much sharper than Candace Owens. She's serving someone's interest. She's saying certain things I can see, but there are other things like, the Candace Owens is opposed to reparations. Candace Owens is against student debt being canceled, but yet her ass dropped out of college. Maybe that's why she doesn't care. about people getting that. Uh, I see Candace Owens as someone who was who's being pushed to be a voice for black people. And that's interesting. There is no singular voice for white people.
That
I
you
mean, I hate this that there's, we're talking, the lowball numbers of black Americans is 50 million people. And there's more than that because all kinds of people pass and so forth. How can one person speak for everyone? No college degree, your husband's white, and I believe a white foreigner. Half of your family's from another country. Or you're from either the Virgin Islands or somewhere in the Caribbean. That they're American, but they're Caribbean Americans with a different culture. I had a girlfriend that was from the Virgin Islands, and there's a difference. Okay, absolute difference. In my grandmother's lifetime, the Virgin Islands belonged to Denmark. Whole different culture, right? So, listen, it's 107 years ago the United States bought the Virgin Islands from Denmark, I think in 1917. So, for several hundred years, those people were under Danish people. They don't have the same experience as black Americans, and I am not I'm
I know
not. I'm not saying
Dr. Short.
anybody's bad from anywhere. I'm saying Candace Owens speaks for herself. She has a right to her opinion. Something she says makes sense. Something she, like, if she talks about trans and all that, I don't disagree. A man can't have a child. But it's interesting. They don't allow one black man to have the same access to reaching the public. It's another. She's another example of black women being made the face of all black people, and there's no one white woman that represents all white people. I'll tell you, Marjorie Taylor Greene to me is the white Candace Owens. And a lot of times I agree with Marjorie Taylor Greene. Not all the time, but sometimes she's dead on it. But she can't represent all white people or all white women. So it shows a great disrespect. And the black women that are out here Trump hating and MAGA hating, it's not all, but it's too damn many. They're, they are helping to drive a very destructive process without thinking about it. It may feel good. You may get paid. You may be the center of attention. You may get celebrated. You're being used. Candace Owens, this stuff where she's been called an anti Semite, I don't think Candace Owens knows how serious that is. I know what it's like to get called and labeled as an anti Semite. I didn't even say anything about people that were Jewish. Okay? I didn't say anything about Israel for the thing that they got mad about. I talked about the judiciary in the state of Florida after Trayvon Martin's killer did not get convicted. Do you know that if I simply said the judiciary in Florida is corrupt, and they said that was anti-Semitic. Um, Candace Owens saying stuff about Israel and so forth that she has a right to, without understanding, just because they'll let you ride roughshod on black people doesn't mean that they're going to let you mess over Jewish
In,
people.
in, in the infamous words of Paul Mooney, you're going to have your nigga wake up call.
Well, I mean, Tiger Woods, I told people for years, Tiger Woods was a state trooper away from finding out he was black. When he had that problem, And years ago, I think in Florida, he got arrested. And when they were in court and they described this group and they said or African American, he didn't say, no, I'm Cablinasian. Tiger Woods has been a different man since once he got the criminal charges, treatment, he's been black ever since. Okay, and I said he's a state trooper. Candace Owens is a mob of angry people, white, coming after her away from finding out that she's black. Okay, and I there's a lot of people, Maxine Waters. There are a lot of people who don't completely get what's happening. And what I say for Maxine Waters is you think that you can like mess over people. So you've got it on the right and you've got on the left people who are not doing diligence to help um advance things. And I'll say this about Trump. Remember, a lot of people in the shutdown that Biden extended, Trump was sending out stimulus checks. Biden, inflation, gas, everything went up, and Biden wouldn't give out anything. As much as they called Trump stingy or chinchy, Trump at least got checks out. Biden didn't put anything out for the ordinary people. Biden cut off helping people that were renting. And inflation, everything went up, and he didn't provide any assistance.
You know what the pushback they tried to say for that was, Dr. Short? Oh, Trump just wanted his name on a check. Like, come on.
Well,
like, come
but
on.
who cares? I don't care if Donald Trump wanted his name on the check. Did it help someone? If a vanity project helped the giver, if the person who's going to allocate money felt good that their name was associated with doing something that the American public needed, Biden wants credit for things he's never done. Biden wants credit for the low prices for insulin that he overturned Donald Trump reducing the price on drugs to save lives. Then for re-election, I'm sorry, for the midterms, he comes back and does what Trump did. He wants the full credit right now for undoing for several years, 2 years, what Trump put in to help people. And
he said he's closed the wealth gap, too.
Well, of course he's close to wealth gap because so many people are dying from all these, you know what else? Lots of people dying. I think I have a cousin who's Muslim that may have passed. It's the second one in the same family. I'm wondering now, so that's two people dead in about a month's time. If you sing all these people dying and there's no discussion and there's suppression, and if you say anything, they attack your. I saw something talking about um,
Talk that talk, Ebony.
e-
She said, greetings. As a black female Chicagoan, I voted for Trump last election and will again.
thanks. I'm voting for Trump too. I look. I I didn't vote in the primary here in D.C. and I'm glad Nikki Haley got DC. It's stupid, but I'm voting for Trump in the general election. If they take him off your ballot, write Trump in anyway. I don't care what anyone tells you. And let's just take a few minutes. The reason I reached out to you, brother Q, is that incredible liar, Karen Plunger on Sirius Radio, or AKA Karen Hunter. This liar, despicable, mannish feminist, leftist running dog, Karen Plunger on Unserious Radio. She hates Donald Trump so much that she lied and said that Donald Trump was responsible for the measles outbreak in this country. That's damn ridiculous. Donald Trump is not responsible for the measles outbreak in this country. The person that's responsible is Kamala Harris, Mr. Mayorkas, and Joe Biden, and Chucky Schumer and all the other people who've left the border open. Donald Trump is not responsible. Of all the things you could have said about Donald Trump, uh, Laken Riley's murder has nothing to do with Donald Trump. The illegals murdering and raping and kidnapping and stealing and home invading has nothing to do with Donald Trump. Somebody tell silly Karen Hunter that just because you like Biden doesn't mean that you have to lie on Trump. You can hate Trump. You can dislike Trump for what he's objectively done that you disagree with. But you can't take this despicable gutter, degenerate record of Biden and put it on Trump to burnish Biden's image. I mean, we have a president, Biden, with Blinken, that degenerate in the State Department, where they're forcing sodomy on African countries. The Chinese offer infrastructure, the Russians offer troops, America offers abortion and sodomy. What a great way to influence people and make friends is to force sodomy to the point where the president of Ghana, Aku Adudu, that's how I pronounce it, and he's more than a doo-doo, he's a shit, doesn't even want to sign the legislation that the Ghanaian parliament has passed to tap down on the LGBTQ madness there. And he's saying he doesn't want it to come to his office when it's his duty to either veto or sign a law. But the thing is he can't veto it because the entire Ghanaian parliament wants to make certain that Ghana is not like Fire Island or South Beach. Okay, so you know what I'm saying? So, but in order to get aid under Biden, you have to be for trans molesting kids in school, or you can't get foreign aid. They're attacking Uganda. They're pushing LGBTQ in Tanzania. They forced the government of Mozambique to become LGBTQ supporting and Guinea-Bissau, and they're forcing all. They won't do one thing about poverty or water, or water treatment, or sanitation, or malaria, or tuberculosis, or maternal death, but they're pushing abortion, Depo-Provera, and LGBTQ, trans on Africa. Africans who are living on $1 a day will not be able to afford to get double mastectomies and get their penises whacked off. But then again, Bill Gates and them probably gonna have money if it's cutting black dicks off and black boobs. I guess they'll find the money, just like they find money for the Ukraine, to for people to die over in Europe, or they find money for Israel. And when it's a war, when it's hurting people, there's so much money. But when there's an opportunity to make a difference, to improve people's lives, even American lives, why isn't there some money for America? Why are veterans being put in the streets for illegals? Why are veterans committing suicide? How could this happen? And the rate of suicide for black veterans, um, the issue for African veterans, black American veterans, they have a rate of suicide almost 600 times that of white veterans.
Someone asked you, Dr. Short, what is your perspective on the alleged terror attacks in Russia? I'm confused as to where were the top-notch security detail.
Well, you can be confused, and the Ukrainians already promised within the last 2 weeks that they were going to step up terror inside of Russia. Anybody that knows anything about military science knows that you can't be strong everywhere. So you have a country fully mobilized that's fighting a war against much of the Western world. The Russian government is fighting NATO and the United States and other countries. Why would they expect a terror attack? The Russians aren't doing terror attacks inside Ukraine. They could have ended this war with tactical nuclear weapons, or even they could do a lot more. Putin's not really trying to smash the Ukraine. He really could do it. They really could do this. Um, this is linked to they want terror in Russia. These people need a war. The economy in America and in other countries is collapsing. Germany's in trouble. England's in trouble. France is in trouble. Spain is in trouble. Italy's in trouble. So they want a war. And this thing, I mean, there's just no way people mowing down folks in Gaza and attacking and bombing civilians. You know what I'm saying? This just really, 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 really,
Gene
really.
Smith, it was something else. Like Dr. Short just explained about the terrorist attack in Russia. It was something else, Gene Smith. I want to ask you that Putin just did. That was in the news. That really is more significant than what happened with these terrorists. Putin just did something as far as showed something to the public.
Oh, you're
And I
talking
want you to
about?
tell
Oh,
me.
okay, right.
I want you to tell me. And it's important because we have to understand that we have been told a lot of things about Putin. And he did something very significant that if a person was who they say he was, would have never done what he just did.
Mm. Well, Putin's done something else. Putin has decided that terror is going to stop in the Sahel. They're Russian troops there to stop terrorism in Burkina Faso, and I perceive soon it will be Mali and Niger, and all the killings and murders of these Western-funded terrorist groups in these rich, landlocked African countries are going to stop. Um, Putin isn't perfect. No politician is perfect. Russia's always a handful, but Putin is he just won the election in Russia. He got a huge support.
See, we don't want people to be different.
Mm,
America don't want people to be different and not a monolith like them.
mhm,
They want you to be singular in America, one way of thinking, one
mhm.
way of going about things. Like you're, marching. My mother, when she was alive, she loved marching the wooden soldiers. That's what America wants its citizens to be and other countries to be. Just follow
No,
orders.
yeah. Well. Putin is doing. A lot of Russians like what Putin's doing. Putin's unified the country. The people are standing up. It's far from perfect, but if you saw what what's this guy's name? Uh, that used to be on Fox. What's his
Those
name?
officers will certainly be the white Nazi Ukrainians that Biden told volunteers were racist. Biden has never said anything about the Ukrainian soldiers. He's not going to say that they're from that racist wing. He will never admit to that.
He's not going to do that. Tucker Carlson showed that the Russians are living better than Americans are. That's scary. When I grew up, I mean, Russians had to work forever to get a pound of bacon, to get a bike or a car, an apartment. You mean now the Russians live better than we do?
So yeah, you guys, just to reset the show. Oh, is Trump the new face of black power in America?
Well, Trump is he is a new he's a bull in the china closet shaking up what's happening, and it's quite incredible, you know. We should understand something. I understand where These people are afraid they won't be able to kill babies. They're not going to be able to just get, hack off the breast of children and put people on hormone. The really crazy, freaky, degenerate liberals are mad. And Trump didn't even press hard. Trump wasn't bothering them. Jared Kushner and his wife, Ivanka, Donald Trump's daughter, they basically tempered. Trump didn't really go on any crazy tangents against people around the culture, but the people are afraid that they don't completely support. I don't get this feeling that Trump's out there attacking everybody, but they make it such that it's a thing.
It's like
Um,
the old boogeyman theory. They still telling you about the boogeyman, but
someone
the
asked
boogeyman, they
that
never
did
showed his face.
somebody asked if Trump, hey, Mark, be a moderator for me down here. I'm going to ask you to be a moderator. There are a lot of nuts tonight. So thanks, Mark. If you see anybody do anything really stupid, someone asked about Trump and Epstein Island. I don't know, but there's a list of people that were on Epstein's Island and nothing's been done about it. There are people on television. Oprah Winfrey's gone. The Clintons have gone. Uh, Ghislaine Maxwell is asking to be released from prison. She'll probably get it from Biden. Ghislaine Maxwell's father worked with the Israeli government. She'll probably get it with Biden. He'll probably pardon her if Biden loses. He's going to pardon Ghislaine Maxwell. Watch. Remember, I said it. Watch Biden pardon Ghislaine Maxwell. That'll let you know why he sniffs on children.
You guys in the chat, remember to like, share, subscribe. The best way to support the channel is to support the channel. You guys, Dr. Short's Cash App information is on the screen. Make a donation, become a member of his channel. Like I always say, this stuff
White
don't run
woman,
on air.
white man, I'm
It's hard.
sorry.
It's hard. It took us a long time just to come on live,
Mhm.
and it was some strange things going on, you guys. I
Hey,
mean,
Leo,
stranger things happen. So remember
I
to like, share, subscribe to both channels as well.
I agree. Um, but I'm not certain if Epstein was killed. I heard that Epstein is in Israel. Uh, you know, at some point, we're going to have to look at this relationship, this unique relationship between Israel and the United States. We're going to have to look at that one day. We're going to have to ask, why are we hiding the records on Kennedy's assassination? I mean, 60 years later, we half the people are dead. What is it that we can't know about the assassination of an American president? Okay, is it the Lavon affair? Is it true that Israel got the nuclear weapons and Kennedy was against it and that's why he got whacked? Would that make the American public angry? Maybe it would. Could that be it?
I remember as a kid, Dr. Short, all they talked about was the Warren Commission. The
White
Warren
man.
Commission is up. It's up. Wait till the Warren Commission. You can finally open up the files. It was a big thing. My mother told me as a kid, when you get older, make sure you pay attention to the Warren Commission when they finally open up what happened.
No, because it's bad. At some point, we'll see. We'll
And
see.
RFK said if he becomes president, he's gonna bust that can of worms.
Yeah, but RFK's not going to become president. Just Eve, how are you? By the way, brother Negro, how are you? Um, I don't know. Do you think you could send brother Negro a link?
Yeah.
Send him a link. Maybe he can come in. Uh, and I don't know how many people up on here. Okay, there are 38 people here. Hi, everybody. And of course, this is the Angry Black Men's Book Club. We with uh, let's talk to. We haven't done something in months. That's what said we have to do this. So we're gonna probably rock for another hour or so. Um, do you ever listen to Karen Hunter? Let's talk about Karen Hunter.
Dr. Short. When you first mentioned it to me this week, I forgot that she was the same person that does stuff with Dr. Carr. And then you sent me that clip, and I hear her talking about Agenda 2025, which is the
Foundation.
Heritage Foundation, what they want to do for 2025. Some people say this is Trump, but really it has nothing to do with Trump. But these are supporters of Trump, and I went into reading some stuff about her about Agenda 2025 prior to this, and what I noticed is that what they want to do is basically flood the federal government with their people, which is nothing illegal if you got people that like you,
Well,
and they want to
Obama
take
has flooded it with his people. Look at the
and they want to
effects
take
of it.
money, and she mentioned it. They want to do one of the things that they want to do is they want to take money from people who, when you go against the federal government,
Hmm.
they want to say access. You do something in the state level, and it'll cut off your access to federal funding. Which really, when you think about it, this is what has always gone on. This is why, and what Trump tried to do the thing with the churches and politics,
You're talking
where
about the faith initiative. I forget what
yes,
it's called.
yes, I can't remember offhand, but you guys in the chat may remember, Dr. Short may remember. But he Trump was trying to do something because what happens is, for example, religious organizations in this country, in order to get federal money, you have to be pro-abortion, pro-LGBTQ.
That start with Obama,
Yeah.
and so it's really something. Uh,
So I know, I really don't speak about religion myself. Dr. Short is a minister as well as this is his background. But
some of it.
when you start doing stuff that comes and dealing with your congregation, so you guys that's into religion, um, if you want to know why your pastor may not be saying nothing to certain things or maybe compromising their belief, and even imams do it. I know it's one masjid I know in Long Island where where basically it's ran by a bunch of women, a bunch of women that like women, and nobody can say nothing because they they're inclusive.
And it seems as if it's all of these unnatural feminists that are attacking Trump.
Yeah,
It's
nothing wrong.
amazing. It's
Something wrong. I just text them.
all these strap on toting broads that hate Trump. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I text Negro the
Okay,
link.
so Negro got a link if he wants to come in. I see Sister Eve there. Hey, how you doing? Again, white man to you.
Actually, does she want to come in?
Eve, do you want to participate? Or maybe she's just like chilling. You know, it's and let me see. We're gonna go what? Let's stop at 2 because I've got stuff to do in the morning. But at least we got a rhythm back. We have a rhythm back. I want to just say to people, pardon me, I've been a little busy the past couple of days. Also, just a little adjusting. We're gonna be back in the swing. We're gonna be back in the swing, getting stuff done. So this channel, and I'm streaming from at this point 4 channels at one time, which is really cool. I look forward to that. Yeah, I did say white man. That's my greeting to black women, sir. And because a lot of black women like white men. So if you're offended by that, I'm sorry, you can leave the channel. It's an inside joke. A lot of people, and I say white women to black men, there's a stereotype that we all like people in other races and other groups or other, so I just say act as if this stereotype is true.
You gotta, you
If
gotta,
you
you
if
gotta
if
give them. Dr. Short, you got to give that brother a soft land. You just got to say white. And once he gets used to you saying white,
Well, no,
that's
no,
you
no.
say white
I
privilege.
don't know what that's about, but I don't care. People need to have a sense of humor. I think about all the hate and violence. It's interesting. I listen to certain people, and when they start talking, all they do is talk down about other groups of people. You start calling people subhuman, or you call people that. Oh, someone says Karen Hunter's a man. I wouldn't be surprised. How about that? Okay,
Mm.
that's how I feel. I'm annoyed by Karen Hunter. I think Karen Hunter, that lie she told about measles, that's just, I worked in journalism for a few years. You don't, there's so much you can put out on people. You don't have to lie. You can say Trump gave a tax cut to rich people, and that would be true. You could say that Trump didn't get this or that done. He didn't finish closing the border. But you can't say that he, outside of office, is responsible for the measles outbreak. That's just a lie. That's someone that she's determined to to make people hate a presidential candidate. That's unnecessary, and I don't really care. And I'm looking at all these very strange people. Let me just say to this person that put this stupid comment up here, my friend, I'm the least of your worries. You need to think about Hezbollah and them having supersonic missiles. That's your real problem. Okay, so how about that? Do you eat supersonic missiles? You just might. And so that's what I have to say to you. And see you, don't want to be you. Yeah, I'm going to do salt tomorrow. In fact, I can tell you what I'm going to talk about tomorrow or later today. When we do salt, I'm going to be talking about God loves rejects. God is the liberator and lover of rejects. So we're going to be talking about how God is on the side of rejects, that God has something special. So if you are a reject, or if you feel like you don't fit in, you're going to like what I'm going to say to you because in our message, God has a purpose. Uh, Rejects fit God's bill.
Angry black man. He's only gonna talk about this for a second. All right. Once I
Yes.
put it up on the screen,
Oh, what is he talking about?
he wants you to talk about Haiti.
Well, it's very simple. If we talk about Haiti, Haiti is it's a very important place. Haiti's in a lot of trouble, both internal and external. There are a range of countries that have conflicts. What I will say of Haiti at this moment is that Haiti achieved democratic and free and fair elections. I like them both. Free and fair elections with Bertrand Aristide, who was not liked by the United States. Under President Bush, they used the gangs and all to drive Aristide from power. Aristide was able to get back into office, but they just didn't want him there. He had changed. So Haiti's government has always had outside interference aside from any internal problems that Haitian society has. Haiti has always been punished for its uh, being a black country that rebelled against a white dominated world. They have an elite that can be raunchy and self centered. Haiti is dominated by, let's say it, Arabs, Jews, Asians, and crooked light skinned Haitians who don't care about the majority. Everybody steals from Haiti. The Haitian people have suffered. And at the same time, Haiti has enough people in America if they were sending remittances, and if not that, if the Haitians in the United States organized as a lobby and a constituency for Haiti in a real way with a coherent, rational plan. And I'll go further. If Haitians weren't so prideful and worked better with Black Americans, they would truly be able to do something for Haiti. The Haitians are very proud. They have some really brilliant people, but in reality, Haiti's got its own inner demons as well as the demons of the Western world. I don't know what to say. I'm looking at the gangs, or the so called gangs that we see in the media, but where did all those weapons come from? And let us remember that the gangs facilitated American policy. So now all of a sudden the gangs were bad. The gangs were good when they wanted to get rid of Aristide. The United States has historically been against Haiti. The United States went broke in the early Republic era, sending as much money and weapons and guns to the French to kill people in Haiti during the Haitian Revolution. The United States refused to have diplomatic relations with Haiti for 60 years. The United States invaded and occupied Haiti from about 1915 to about 1931. The United States destroyed the coffee industry in Haiti. The United States destroyed a lot of the land. The United States killed off their pigs. The United States sends unsafe food unfit for human consumption. The United States has done nothing about the Clintons and others stealing almost 96% of the earthquake reconstruction money. The United States allows organ harvesting and every other atrocity to occur. President Barack Obama, who many stupid black people worship, allowed tens of thousands of Haitians to die when they had the earthquake. When aid was being offered from the whole world, Obama wouldn't let them in and let the people die. For all of you who want to make this, there are no clean hands for Haiti. Obama is a butcher. He's a monster, and stupid, degenerate people like him. Let me just put that out there. So this guy, they're saying barbecue, whatever's going on in Haiti, people need to understand that the United States has one of its biggest embassies in the world in Haiti. Haiti's a small country the size of Maryland with a population of 11, 12 million people. Haiti has iridium. Haiti has gold. Haiti has oil. Haiti is stationed strategically in a place for America to check Cuba as well as control the ingress and outgress or egress of shipping in the Caribbean. They don't want Haiti to exist as a nation. And the United States, exactly 200 years ago, allowed the French to put a blockade on Haiti to destroy it. The United States is complicit in dividing Haiti into two countries. One is called the Dominican Republic. There are hundreds of thousands of Haitian people of Haitian descent or Haitian Dominican descent that are stateless, who are persecuted, lynched, killed. Nothing is done about it because the United States supports racial conflict and injustice between the Dominican Republic and Haiti. Haiti had dictators. In fact, the Haitian Guard, the guard that has abused and violated the the democracy, the fragile democracy that they had in Haiti, that National Guard was started by the United States, the same way the United States started La Guardia Nacional in Nicaragua, and wherever they went in and took over, and they put in these people. And since we're going to talk about gangs, the Tonton Macoutes, which did the bidding of the ruling elite dictators in Haiti, this gang stuff is old. Don't let anybody tell you this is new.
And
And
furthermore,
it's ongoing. Hold on, let me say more. The drugs and arms, this is all connected with the CIA and the Haitian military. They dump the dope in Florida and in our neighborhoods. Haiti's Haiti is like a black ghetto. If you're familiar with the Kerner Commission report, it said that the ghetto was a creation of white America, not the black people that lived there. A significant part of Haiti's problems are that people hate them. And we need to remember that Haiti, uh, under Obama systematically blocked legitimate people from having power. Instead, they had a bisexual president who would expose his rectum, walk around in his drawers. Uh, this degenerate man who told women that they didn't need uh, safe drinking water because they had water in their pants. This is the kind of president. In fact, Hillary Clinton, a woman named Mills, I'm forgetting Mills' uh, first name, but they systematically undermined free and fair elections in Haiti. Hillary Clinton did it. Um, Obama did it. And under Trump, the same people in the State Department made certain that the Haitians did not get the government that they wanted. So the United States is complicit in this in every way, the corruption and some of the things that they do down there, like stealing children for sexual pleasure for other people. They've built hotels where people can molest kids. They let the UN come in. What did the people do? They would take shits in the drinking water that killed thousands of people. There are over 100,000 bastards of UN soldiers that were in Haiti that don't get any help. Haiti has become a trash bin of foreign interests that hate black people, hate poor people, hate Haitians. And at the same time, you have crooked people who are Jewish, Lebanese, Asians, who it's about 12 families that control all of Haiti. Until I see the gangs attack the billionaires, I won't believe anything. I don't believe any of the news until we get to meet people in Haiti and find out what it is. And we also need to understand the United States allowed one of the governments in Haiti for them to steal all the money that Venezuela provided so that people could get inexpensive gasoline and fuel for business and for home use. Every which kind of way that Haiti gets something, it gets stolen either by corrupt people within Haiti or stolen by outside players. Again, Haiti has gold, Haiti has oil, Haiti has iridium, Haiti has all kinds of great resources. The Haitian people, not unlike people in countries in Africa like Niger, which also has a French situation, these people are not allowed to enjoy the mineral wealth of their countries. That's the real problem.
Angry black man, and to add on to what Dr. Short said is that I grew up in the Northeast, and it's probably the second most Haitian area in the United States. I'm very close with some of White Clef's family members.
Mm-hmm.
When that earthquake happened, and the Clinton Foundation got involved with the relief fund, Wycliffe had his own separate relief fund. The United States government attacked Wycliffe and said that he was stealing money. Wycliffe didn't have to steal money.
Mm-hmm.
They broke his back.
Yeah, but Wycliffe works with the CIA.
Yeah, they broke his back, and then if you look at what happened, and me and Dr. Short have been talking about Haiti, and I'm gonna just say this: the Haitian Americans are very quiet on this, and you know why they're quiet? Because they're attached to whiteness. They don't care about that place.
No, they don't. That's why.
They don't care.
That's why I said there are enough Haitians here to turn stuff around. There are enough to put pressure here to really do stuff. I want to do a shout out to my friend, an octogenarian by the name of Raymond Fontroy, who lives in Miami. It's black Americans that got the Haitians out of the concentration camps in the early 80s. The Haitians have never said thank you. They forgot. Ray gave up everything to help, only when they want something. And so, hey, um, this man should be set for life.
They do, they do what black people, they do what black Americans do. Some of them, you'll hear some Haitian Americans, and they'll say they're trying to call Port-au-Prince or call other places to find out about their family members. But the reality is that they're in America. They don't care. They don't care. They're here. And I'm not trying to put a stereotype on. They're driving cabs. They're living the American dream. They're having 2.5 kids. They got a picket fence. They could care less about what goes on in, as they say, in that poor country. They live in the American dream now.
You know,
Yeah.
someone's asking
And
me,
black men, you're right. They are quiet on Twitter. They're quiet everywhere.
like, where is that Ronald McDonald looking hussy who's with Biden? That she hasn't said. You have a Haitian who's a national press spokesperson for the president. You haven't heard one statement from her about Haiti. You're not going to. Now, I got asked, this person that missed it, Kevin Samuels was a patriarch, Donald Trump's a patriarch. There's certain things that Donald Trump did and does that a lot of feminists don't like. Black feminists don't like Donald Trump because he's a patriarch. Kevin Samuels was a patriarch. That's the link. Donald Trump is the white Kevin Samuels. Um, Someone's saying to me, they don't care the most, but they don't care about children. I can't tell you how people feel about their children, but what I can say is the Haitian American community has hundreds of thousands of people. If they harnessed their resources, they could make an impact here in the United States to help Haiti. Uh,
Quick,
they
quick.
really can do that. I hope they do it. I have Haitian cousins. I don't know if I told you that. DNA family. I don't want anybody miserable. I don't want folks suffering. But it's left to people to become part of the solution to their problems. Those in the United States could do a lot more to help people back in Haiti. It hasn't happened. It really should. It really could. And I'm going to say one thing, and I'm going to make a lot of people mad. And I don't care. A lot of what happens to people is connected to what people believe. A lot of Haitians are very proud of voodoo or voodoo, and it's just the perfect way of life and scientific religion. If voodoo is so great and so powerful and so wonderful, it should have come up with an instrument and a means to transform the lives of Haitian people. So I'm looking, and if Haiti, and I'm not talking about things outside of control of Haitian people being under pressure from outside nations that have been against Haiti, but within Haiti, if this voodoo couldn't get these people to boycott a handful of recently arrived foreigners to hijack the whole economy, if voodoo can't deal with some drug gangs, if voodoo can't harness and get people to share their money and do stuff, then voodoo is part of the problem. You can tell a tree by its fruit. If voodoo is so wonderful and great and it's some African retention, well, damn it, if the African retention doesn't bring comfort, relief, some sort of transformation in the lives of its adherents, It must not be about that much. Okay? So I'm going to simply say, frankly, a lot of people that leave Haiti, my friend, that I've run across a few, a lot of the Haitians that come to America have given up on Haiti because of voodoo, because of a culture. Look, certain people have subcultures or they have traits within their culture that are negative, that are terrible. You get where they have traits in their culture. It's sort of like, I don't know if you're aware, but throughout the Islamic world, brother, were you aware of all the people that marry girls as young as 7, 8, 10 years old? There's certain cultures where people marry, and these girls marry adult men, and that's a culture. And some of those girls die as a result of having sex with adult men. You, I, I don't live there. I have no standing in there. I think it's a horrible thing. But that's what they got. That's what they do. And you can't change it. If the people want to cut a part of the clitoris off and do FGM, female genital mutilation, if that's their culture, you better get out of there and leave. That's just the way it's
You
going to
know,
be.
and Doctor Short, I'm glad you mentioned that because people that believe in God and people that believe in religion will always tell you if you want to know the condition of a people, you got to first look at them, the people. So Angry Black Man asked about Haitians. Haitians need to reassess themselves. Haitians need to look at themselves. Definitely the Haitian Americans. Like I told you, I know a lot of them. I'm very close friends with a big family that has huge family in Port-au-Prince. My friends' uncles, fathers, they own big homes on the beaches down in Jersey Shore, cab companies, restaurants. They huge family, and I'm telling you, if I was to talk to him and ask him about what's going on, he'd tell me he's like, I don't care about the people over there. Now he's Haitian, but he'll tell you.
Well, because they're the Haitian elite, they don't care. They're People need to understand that this idea of compassion for the poor and all of this, that's often comes out of your religious beliefs, right? Right?
Mm-hmm.
So you've got zakat in Islam. I don't know if they have zakat in Voodoo. I suspect that they don't. You've got koinonia in Christianity. I suspect in Voodoo that they don't. And so in cultures where I will just say Jamaica, they have an expression for people. You've heard it. Born fidèle, right? The very poor Jamaicans, the ones who are a little higher up on the food chain, call them born fidèle. It means dead before they were born. In
Yeah,
other words, these are expendable people who don't matter. And that is the reality in Africa and a lot of other places with black folks. Please don't just say, "Ooh, white people, white people." No, people who are doing well oftentimes don't care anything about people that aren't doing well at all.
Angry Black Man, you mentioned Kodak Black said the same thing. He would never go to Haiti. Now you got to realize, Kodak Black is second generation Haitian. Kodak Black has been pardoned by former President Trump. Kodak Black has access. This is what we're talking about. Kodak Black is of the cream of the crop, definitely from his own career or his family. So when you look at Kodak Black and why he's saying that, he means it. He definitely means that he don't care. And with his celebrity, he could bring light to what's going on in
They
Haiti.
don't do it.
Not
Buster
gonna do it.
Rhymes, isn't Buster Rhymes Haitian?
No, he's Jamaican, but you got football players that's Haitian. White Cliff, you got thousands of celebrities
We've got.
who
They don't
are
care.
Haitian.
They don't care.
They don't care.
They don't care. And we're going to stop in a second. Just for station identification, this is Dr. Randy Short with Brother Q. He's of Let's Talk 2, and I'm of the Angry Black Men's Book Club. And of course, if you like us, like, subscribe, share. If you like and you can support, you can always hit a Cash App. I'm dollar sign Dr. Randy Short, PayPal WRandyShort at gmail.com. We're going to be doing more. We were doing this in tandem, and then the weather and illness and everything came up, and we
Yeah.
stopped. So this is the first one in what, 3 months?
It's been about 3 months, and
Mm-hmm.
hopefully tomorrow night we'll get together and do something.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Pat Talk is this Sunday at 8 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Short wasn't able to join us last week for Pat Talk, but he's
Yeah,
the
I mean this
co-host of Pat Talk. I'll be joining Pat Talk this week a little later,
Mm-hmm.
but we plan to do it, and we ask everybody to like, share, subscribe to all the channels.
Like,
Brother
share,
Lone Wolf,
subscribe, and
Chef C, and what we want to do and what we've been trying to do is really trying to get people to understand objective black media. None of us are affiliated to political parties, and political parties have a way of, if you're affiliated to, has a way of not having you be objective.
right.
We're trying to be the most objective individuals that we could possibly be.
Although everybody needs to know, I'm voting for Trump. I don't care. I'm voting for Trump, 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 Trump,
And make sure you
Trump,
check my
Trump, Trump,
community
Trump,
section
Trump,
out,
Trump,
because
Trump,
the
Trump,
the
Trump,
the,
Trump,
the,
Trump, 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 Trump.
the Congressional Black
Biden's ass
Caucus
has to go.
has rolled out their reparation package for Black Americans going forward. So check it out. Dr. Short sent me the article earlier. So the reparations package is here. And the reason why I say reparations package, you guys, they didn't say that. But what the CBC did is, when you use words like this, when they say we're coming out with an agenda to close the wealth gap, that means this is an anti-reparations package, because they don't want to use reparations. They're anti-reparations to CBC.
Mm-hmm.
So
Trump,
they have
Trump,
the reparations
Trump,
package, and
Trump,
look at it in the community
Trump,
section.
Trump, 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 Trump. Yeah, I don't care who doesn't like it. Trump absolutely closed the damn border. And that's absolutely, I mean, my God. Anybody black that supports Biden is insane. I mean that.
You ain't black if you ain't vote for Biden.
You don't like being black if you vote for Biden. I'm not saying Trump is perfect, but my God, if you don't know who's moving around, who's in school, uh, these kids are going to spread measles and kill whole communities. I mean, we don't know. If you've ever talked to people in California about the diseases in the schools that the kids, I mean, no other country in the world does this. Biden is a monster. He's a crook.
I want to know, and we'll probably talk about this in the future, you guys, but I want to ask everybody in the chat this question.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you guys can help me, please. When these illegals come to America, and make no mistake, they're illegals. They are
illegals.
Not migrants. When these illegals
God
come
bless
to America,
Donald Trump.
When these illegals
God
come to
bless
America,
Donald Trump.
What asylum are they seeking?
The asylum from rule of law. They don't want to follow anybody's laws. They need to go back the hell back.
All I see is
no
18 to 40 young men.
It's crooked.
Bags.
Crooked.
I don't see women and children too much.
Crooked. Donald Trump was right about us needing, I mean, fentanyl everywhere, people disappearing, finding people in rivers. There's a black guy in Florida found with his toes sticking out of the ground in Florida. Someone buried him. That's not the way black folks kill people. We're trying to
Well,
shoot the person,
well,
leave the body there.
well,
The,
Dr.
the,
Short, we didn't even get a chance to talk about. A, I haven't looked it up. See, now mainstream media kind of like threw this under the rug.
Donald
But this
Trump,
past week we
Trump,
had
Trump,
this past week we
Trump.
had three young kids in Houston robbing a bank. I think it was like 13, 14, 15.
We've got, man.
They were illegals kids,
If Trump does not win,
allegedly.
this country is finished. We're this it's gone. I don't care what anybody says about America. This is your damn home. If you
Yeah.
let anybody up in here, you won't have a home, and they'll make this place to leave trash everywhere. It'll be wild. It'll be a war zone if you have all this disorder.
And Red Sigma is key that you said that because anybody can be weaponized. 18 to 50.
That's
If you
right.
look at, just look,
Trump.
and I'll tell you,
I don't care if nobody liked
CNN,
me. Trump was right. Trump. I mean, just. I'm
go
sorry.
on,
I'm
go
so
on any,
angry.
but
I'm so angry that all they do is attack him. Well, I gotta say this about black people. The only person that's ever done anything wrong, white in the world, is Donald Trump. That's damn insane. Kamala Harris did more to hurt black people as Attorney General in California than Trump has ever done to black people in all of his life. And people think she's cool because she has whores up at the Naval Observatory. In fact, let me give you my joke. What's what's the thing that Kamala Harris hates the most about having allergies?
what?
Dry mouth. She's a tramp. They put that fake tramp. She's not even a real black American woman. She's a tramp. She's a tramp. She's a tramp. And
So
she's a
you guys,
tramp. And you know what? You can say what you want. Melania Trump was classy. Did you hear about the assistant to Jill Biden? Is this gay guy who goes around looking at the thumbs of people and then speculating on the size of their thumb, the size of their penises?
yeah,
That's the person in charge of the staff of. You know, if Melania Trump had that, what they would have done.
yeah.
I mean, this media they have there. You know what? Tucker Carlson makes more sense than almost all of the mainstream black media combined. And I don't agree with Tucker Carlson when he talks about race, but some of the other stuff, he's so correct. I I've listened to him and Professor Black Truth. I and all of you guys out there, if you can, we need to coordinate this. I want those idiots off of Sirius Radio that lie on Trump. Everybody listening, there's a no good so-called journalist named Karen Hunter who has lied and said Donald Trump is responsible for measles. The measles outbreak in America is because of Donald Trump. She's on Sirius Radio. All of you listening, y'all need to call Sirius Radio and make that tramp do a retraction. Donald Trump doesn't have anything to do with the outbreak of measles in Chicago and in New York. And they called it, and they put that out there. That's slander. You're trying to make people want to kill this man.
You guys remember, like, share, subscribe,
And we're going to
support.
stop in a second. We can pick this back up. I hope it warms up so you're free to like do this.
Yeah, it is the urban Michael. It is the urban channel. You're correct. It
And
is the urban channel.
well, the Urban Channel owes Americans an apology to let filth like that. I mean, and this woman's talking about the black agenda. She's talking about trans and climate change. The only thing black people care about in terms of climate is we want the weather warm. We hate
You know,
cold
it's funny.
weather. In
It's
fact,
funny you
global
guys.
warming sounds cool to me as a black person. I don't like being cold. Global warming doesn't frighten me. And I can't afford to live near the beach.
I saw.
So, I mean,
I
that
saw
whole climate change, who cares? And, I mean, get off of Donald Trump's back.
with that. Remember, like, share, subscribe. I saw something very interesting. We'll talk about it later. Later. But like Dr. Short said, Karen Hunter, and this is the problematic thing when you say that you are a black news channel, is that when you say that and you're not objective, what you start doing is becoming the echo chamber of a political party.
Yep.
And this is the problem with a lot of the black news channels that a lot of people refer
They're,
to. A lot
they're
of
full of
people,
trash. And I
you
want to speak to this person. Please pray for America. America needs prayer. We got a lot of demons. They're in government. I mean, Trudeau is crazy. Biden is crazy. You're right. Bruce, Donald Trump, we need him. If no country can sustain what Biden, this country's gone. This country's gone if we get another 4 years with him. Let me just say this to anybody. I have certain people, friends, family I stopped talking to because everybody knows I support Trump. Not everything, but there's enough about Trump that you can agree with. They want to talk about Trump when Trump didn't let black people rent from him in the 70s. And you got black mayors all over the country throwing vets and Americans of all colors in the streets for illegals to be in public housing and hotels. And you want me to talk about Trump paid his penalty for whatever he was doing with this
majority,
real estate. That now all these cities are throwing Americans into the streets, a lot of them black women,
Dr.
and
Short,
nobody. People are talking about what happened 50 years ago with Trump, and they're not talking about what Biden and these bastards are doing to the American people right now.
half of the people in the chat won't rent to black people. Half of the people in the chat won't mess with certain people. That's
Uh,
just how
but
people are.
but the point is if look, I'm not saying Trump was right, but Trump paid a fine. Is BlackRock paying fines for all the people they're throwing out? BlackRock supports Biden.
Mm.
I mean, no one's talking about them, so you want to talk about what Trump, one realtor, did 50 years ago, but all of Wells Fargo and these other banks with the subprime lending, no discussion of that. The only person that's ever done wrong in the housing market is Donald Trump. I can't I can't stand it. In fact, they hate Donald Trump so much I like him. I'd like for him to be president just to see them cry like they did on election night in November 2016. I laughed until 4 in the morning. I was looking forward to laughing in 2020, and then they stole it. The election was stolen. The election was stolen. Trump won. Nobody voted for Biden. I don't think that if Biden got a ballot, he'd put it in his depends.
With that, folks, we're going to close out. You guys have a great night. And
Trump. And Kevin
take care.
Samuels matters. We're going to do more. We just had to warm this thing up. Get ready. We're going to be doing our books and other things. I've been saying we're going to do it just people have no idea what goes on in our lives. I want to thank everybody for listening. We're going to do more. For anybody out there that's not a black American, just in case you need to know, a whole bunch of us are voting for Trump. We're going to turn this country, it's going to be redder than China. I mean, the illegals have to go.
With that, remember to like, share, subscribe. Until next time.
Peace, Bruce.
Kobe.
Good night, everybody. Good night. Good night.
Lights. Squad.
Okay, y'all, brother Negro, everybody else. Uh, this was just a trial run. You know, we were late, but we got through it. We will be back at this. More topics. I can't wait to get back. Took a break or two. Uh, Hope everybody's well. See you guys for Sabbath if you're around. I'm about to check out. I'm going to stop the streams.